In this video we will see how to draw epicycloid. Okay, so epicycloid question is, a circle of 50 mm diameter rolls on the circumference of another circle of 150 mm diameter, and outside it trace the locus of point on the circumference of rolling circle for one complete revolution. Okay, so circle of 50 mm diameter rolls on other circle of 150 mm diameter. So first draw a circle of 50 mm diameter. Okay, and show diameter as 50 mm. This circle rolling on another circle of diameter 150 mm. So radius will be 75 mm. Show the radius 75 mm. Now when small circle will roll on circumference of other circle, it will trace some points that will be the epicycloid. Now for drawing the epicycloid, we need to draw first circle of 50 mm diameter. So take a distance of 25 mm in compass, that is 2.5 centimeter in compass, and draw circle of 50 mm diameter. So first draw circle of 50 mm diameter. Now we need to divide this circle in 8 parts. Okay, we need to divide this circle first in 8 parts. So for dividing the circle in 8 parts, total angle is 360 degree. So 360 divided by 8, that is 45 degree. So each part will be having 45 degree. So with protractor measure 45 degree. Okay, first mark the points of 45 degree each, 45, 90, like that. Mark all the points and divide circle. Now I am taking first inclined points, because after this drawing of epicycloid curves you will understand why I took these points like this. Okay, so divide in 8 parts. See how I am see, circle is divided in 8 parts. Okay, join the points of 45 degree. Join the points. See, this way circle is divided in 8 parts. So this is the first step. Divide the circle in 8 parts and give the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now second step is, this circle is rolling on another circle of 150 mm diameter. So radius of circle is 75 mm. So first draw radius of 75 mm. Okay, starting point will be circumference of the smaller circle. So from point 8 draw line 75 mm. Okay, and show the distance 75 mm. Second step, 75 mm. Okay, so I have shown the dimension 75. Now third step is this when circle will roll, it will create some angle, okay, that is theta. So that theta is given by theta is equal to small r by capital R into 360 degree, that is equal to 50, that is diameter, so 25 by 75 into 360, that is equal to 120 degree. 120 degree, so small circle will rotate by 120 degree in one revolution. Okay, well, in one revolution it will rotate by 120, so measure 120 degree from point O, measure 120 degree. Okay, अभी circle is rotating 120 degree in one revolution. Okay, so that 120 degree will be divided in 8 parts again. Okay, now first draw arc from point 8. Okay, similarly draw arcs from all the points, that is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, now third step, divide this 120 degree in 8 parts. Similar way how we divided for circle. So 120 divided by 8 again, that is 15 degree. So mark 8 parts. Okay, so this 120 degree is divided in 8 parts. Third step. Now first draw arc from the center of circle. Okay, arc, okay, up to the line. Okay, now we have divided all 120 degree in 8 parts. Now join the lines of join the line up to the center arc. Okay, join the lines. So this curve is divided in 8 parts. Okay, same way how we divided for circle. So this is third step. Now name all the points which are intersecting the arc as C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7 and C8. Okay, now these are the points after cutting the arcs in 8 parts. Okay, now draw arc from point 1. Okay, 1 for 1 revolution, that is 120 degree. Again from point 2, then from point 3, from point 4, from point 5, 6, 7 and 8 respectively. So this is a 4 step. Okay, 5, 6, so 6 point and 2 put points, arc is passing from the same, okay, points. So that is, then again from 7, so it's passing from same points. From 7 draw the arcs. Okay, okay, we have finished with the arcs. So this was the 4th step. Now 5th step is, we need to take radius in our compass, radius of smaller circle, that is 25 mm. Okay, which is rotating on circumference of another circle. So so we need to take 25 mm, that is from center O to 8, so that is 25, and mark the arc putting from point C1, C2, C3 up to C8 respectively. So C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8 will be center of compass. So put at point C1 and mark on the line of the curves coming from point 1, then C2 and curve coming from point 2, put on C3 and curve from point 3, put on C4 and mark on the curve coming from 4 point. So see, for C4 it will be exactly on the curve center point. Okay, put on C5 and mark on curve coming from point 5, put on C6 and mark on curve coming from point 6. Okay, then 7, C7, again mark on curve coming from 7 point, put on C8 and you will get this last point because it is same as radius. So these are the points on the epicycloid. So mark as P1 dash, P2 dash, P3 dash, then P4 dash, P5 dash, P6 dash, P7 dash and P8 dash. These are the points on the epicycloid. So join all the points to get the curve epicycloid. Okay, so join 8, P1 dash, then P2 dash, then P3 dash, then P4 dash, then P5 dash, then P6 dash, P6 dash, and P7 dash and P8 dash with smooth curve. So this is a epicycloid. So we got shape like parachute for epicycloid. Okay, so this is a curve called epicycloid. Thank you